Welcome to His Point of View. I'm Al.
Jamal.
Sal.
Today's subject is going to be about voting. Should you do it? Should you not do it? Even the parties that you vote for. Voting has been a very, very big thing in our society for years, in our country, all over the world. Voting for your rights and your beliefs and picking candidates you think that best represent your belief or your party that you are a part of or believe in. So now, fellas, I'm going to jump right to it. What do you feel about a person that's choosing not to vote?
All right.
Court is in order.
All right. Let me start off with this.
Here we go.
My personal belief.
Which I'm against. I'm sorry, go ahead.
My personal belief is all right. Come on. Like, this is going to be realistic. Now, if that particular person is not doing anything that you agree with, there is no reason to abide by voting. Now, voting. When we talk about this, we talk about, oh, my grandmother walked in Selma and did all this, so you can go vote, you bastard. No, we're not going to do that. Because to be quite honest, our great-grandparents and our parents before, they didn't fight for that. They fought for us to be comfortable and actually have something in this nation. So when you say voting is important, yes it is. It's important to vote locally. It's important to vote all these bad people out of the situation. But at the same token, what are they doing for your society? If they ain't doing shit, then you shouldn't be voting. That's why I'm a Republican to these dudes.
I'm a Democrat. I like Democrats, but I believe some of the Republican beliefs, so I'm a Democrat. I totally disagree with this guy. I cannot believe that he said such shit out of his mouth.
Kanye
Yes, he's Kanye Northeast. I cannot believe he said
My
that.
MAGA hat is in the middle.
No, it is. Listen, your ancestors, your people before you, people you don't even know, got their ass whipped, water, dog bites, all kind of stuff. You go press the button just because of the sacrifice and the belief that they have. Believe it or not, we may not think that a lot of shit you vote for today. A lot of people don't vote because they feel like nothing is being done. But listen, something was done when you was given the right to vote. You understand? So even if it's just a small difference that could make later on become big differences, you need to use the right of your finger and press that voting button, because people have lost their lives and got their ass whipped for that right. And I don't think that nobody should not vote unless you can't vote because you got criminal charges or you in jail or something like that. But if you can get your ass down there and vote. And then there's people that don't vote and complain about everything in society. How you expect stuff to change? Nobody can, the way this government is set up, nobody can go in there and just change stuff overnight. It's not like you in full dictatorship when you become the president. There's guidelines and stuff that you have to go through. And nothing is going to change overnight, not even including yourself. You're not going to change overnight. It is a process to everything. And you know you're not going to get it all done, but if you get some things done, a little bit of change can impact a big change later. If you don't vote, shame on your ass, especially if you black. If you black and you ain't using your pointer finger, your index fingers, that's what it is, to vote, you need your ass whooped. You need your ass whooped for those people that went through all of that. Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, all these people laid down, fought for our rights. Even though we are still mentally enslaved today, but that's another show. Get your ass up and vote. Whether you just pick a party, you partially believe what they say, but vote because you have the right to do it.
If you want to vote, just pretend you're going to the club.
I gotta figure out the dynamic.
You have time to go to the club. You have time to do everything else. Just go vote real fast. That's it. All you gotta do is mark your name. I don't know. How does that work?
You sound like you haven't went.
Never mind. I'm not gonna mention that.
We'll be back in a moment.
When he said about the felony charges and all that, you can't vote. You can't if you're only way you can't vote on that is if you're on probation, if you're still in the system. But if you serve your time and you're not obligated to nobody to report probation, parole, you can vote.
I think that that's fucked up because, like, you still a citizen, you still have to live here because you made a bad choice or made a mistake, which we all do, including the people we're voting for, fucks up. Why should that privilege be taken away from you? But I know when you're in trouble, you have to get, there are repercussions. But the right to vote and for your voice to be heard about your belief, you should be able to do that. Probation or parole should not stop anyone from doing it. If you are incarcerated, I think that they should start pulling the voting machines in the jail. The prisoners should be able to vote.
Yeah.
The tax money going over there anyway, if I'm not mistaken.
You want to know what's deep about the whole prison system and the voting thing? What they do is, I don't know how true this is, and don't quote me, but apparently what they do is they basically gather all the votes because they are no longer citizens; they are property in like their stocks and all that type of stuff. It gets deep, the whole prison thing. Now, when they get these votes, all these people that's in the jail system, those are people that counts as people, but they're not counted as a free person. They are counted as a thing where how should I say it? Like, okay.
Because you in jail, you ain't shit?
Yeah, basically. But your vote still matters. That vote is still under that, like, per se, the dean is a Trump supporter, which he possibly is. He can use all those people that he have on his list and use it as his votes. So all these people that could be in jail are all Trump supporters. So I don't know how true that is. I don't know. I'll possibly have to research it, but that could possibly.
See, I know personally because I was incarcerated, and I remember they did have a moment where you can vote as an inmate.
Really?
But I don't believe those votes go in.
They're just exercising as part of your therapy to.
Yeah, they're making you think you're part of the society too. Because when I was in there, they did have something going on where you can.
Were you voting for who was going to be the new warden or the new sergeant?
Yeah, warden. Yeah.
So I was actually.
Who's a trustee?
It was actually the Obama area.
Obama
era.
Well, I don't know what you were saying. It sounded good, but I didn't know what the fuck you was talking about.
Basically, what I'm saying is their vote don't matter. What they do is all those numbers that they have, like all those names, all those people that are incarcerated, they use those names and those people and act like those are all their votes and put it in the system and saying that it was a Democrat or it's a Republican, like things like that. But to be quite honest, they're both two fangs on the same snake. Let's be quite honest.
The votes in jail don't count at all. They just make you think they count. They let you vote in there, but.
And I'm going to say this election here, what is this, a 2018 election now? For some of them, so much mail is going out and they have so many new marketing strategies to get voters to swing them to the Republican Party or to the Democratic Party. It is absolutely crazy. The marketing for running for anything it gotta be outstandingly expensive.
I don't like that. It's a lot easier to cheat. It's a lot easier to cheat these days.
What are y'all thoughts on them pandering on the black vote? What y'all think about that? Because by far, besides the whole Obama thing, I haven't seen so many black people like celebrities going all out. Actors, rappers, and all that. All you see is go vote, go vote, go vote.
Yeah, those are the guys.
That's because Donald Trump is president.
Those are the guys with money.
I mean,
but the votes that really is that you need to count are the ones that don't even think about voting. Like people that's low poverty. Like a lot of them don't really think about voting because it's not important to them. Nobody's really expressing that to them or stressing that issue towards them. You need like a vocal speaker, and sometimes in places like that, because there's so many votes that are like not people. There's so many people that don't vote, And I don't know if they make it seem like that is the reason why we don't get who we want. But I mean, I think I agree because they said 66.3% of America had voted. The other percent is like nobody had voted, and these are people that were legal, were eligible to vote.
I mean, that didn't vote.
You know the
And I believe
government knows who you are at all times, especially with the iPhones. Now you make a text of, oh, he's taking a shit. He's on the toilet right now. They know every move you make, so they know who's voting and who's not voting.
And I believe that percentage, that was that 40% that you said that didn't vote. I really believe in my heart that it was more of the younger generation that did not vote. And if they had a vote,
because they're not schooled.
They're not schooled, and they just don't have no belief in the system itself or what it how it works, or what it represents. But they just the history of knowing that my great grandmother and all of, well, it don't have to be that many greats. It could be my great grandmother or my great grandfather. You know, they were out there picketing, doing sit-ins, getting spit on, getting their ass whooped, just for me to be able to use my finger and press a button today.
I
Just
understand
because
that
of their labor and the belief fighting for a right in this country for us to do equally as the white man could do, I feel that we owe it, if not to anybody else, whether it works or not, we owe that push of that button to them. So on my behalf of Al Rivers and whatever it means to you, whether it be nothing, get your ass out there and use your finger and vote. Put that finger down right there. Press that button.
Not that finger.
This is how I feel.
We'll be back in a moment.
Us as black people.
Here we go.
Really think about it. We have been voting for like how many years? Like, okay, per se, the amount of time that, you know, our ancestors fought for it. Really think about it. We've all been asking for the same exact thing for decades. Decades. And that's acceptance, freedom, and just, you know, living amongst people. We've been asking for the same exact thing, and we still haven't got that particular thing. Even when, what's his name? Obama was in office. There was so many deaths in Obama's supervision with black people.
Well, he can't
Yeah.
control it. Hold it now.
Hold
Hold it.
But see, here's the thing. He can't control it. He can't control it. I understand that. But then you turn around and see Donald Trump, and he's turning everything different in 15 seconds of his presidency.
And they're praising him.
And they're praising him because that's his agenda. That's what he came with.
He's white.
And he's white. Like Barack Obama, we just voted with him because he was black. No, that's not a good enough reason to vote.
It's not a good enough reason. And
we did.
We voted
Us
because
as
he
black
was the
people, let's be
leading
honest.
Democratic leading candidate for the presidency. He just happened to be black, which is a good thing, and which made him the first black president.
And I cannot
now,
But where did he come from?
Chicago.
Where did this
He was a
perfect
senator.
black man come from?
I think.
I can't get mad at him because when that nigga said,
No, you right.
when he said something, I listened.
Listen,
I'm
the only
sorry,
problem I
listen.
had with Barack Obama when he did the Obamacare, I think that the premiums was too high and they were not realistic, and they put a lot of people in a bad situation. So the Obamacare needs to be reformed, and it needs to be affordable, because I know some of my family members were affected by that and those dues. And, you know, a lot of us are living check to check. You got unrealistic dues. You got unrealistic co-pays to pay for surgery. Like, who the fuck got $2,500 to come up with? You know, so you're making $30,000, $40,000 a year. If you live in some place in North New Jersey, your rent $1,500, $1,600 a month for a 2-bedroom. Come on, if you in New York, it's higher than that. Now you telling me I got to give you $300-some? I think everybody should be given Medicaid for free. Not for free, but they should take a little more taxes out of everybody's check and make it across the board like that. I don't think that nobody should be paying no $300-$400 a month for no medical stuff, and then, you know, come on, because it throws the budget off.
Happen.
Yeah, but you need coverage, but it should be it should be more affordable to your situation. They have unrealistic financial chart set up.
So the people don't have it like that. The poor people, I guess, or the middle class, we pay more towards medical, more taxes, don't we?
Of course.
The people that are up there, they pay less, right?
They don't even pay for their taxes.
Why is that?
Well, we gonna leave that alone. But I'm gonna tell you this.
That's the point.
Question. We're gonna leave it alone because I'm not sure the answer. But listen, I want to say that.
Talk to my boy Google, man.
Yeah, no, Google. Yeah, this seems to be him.
Who?
You listen. People, Barack Obama, black people are mentally brainwashed. That's the new slavery. Racism, it does not have to do anything to us because we are so messed up mentally that we are extinguishing ourselves. So they are sitting back. The KKK does not have to wear the hoods anymore. They could just sit back and sit on their porch and watch us destroy each other because it's set up in a different format. I'm going to leave that alone. We ain't going there. We're going to leave that alone. But I wanted to clear that. I wanted to clear that up. That's not Barack's fault. Black people was killing black people before he became president, and they're gonna keep on doing it until something major happened to get them to stop doing that. And it's sad, but it's that way. It is that way.
What is the answer?
I still say vote. Get your ass out there and vote.
Don't listen.
Don't listen to him.
Listen.
You know why nobody votes? Well, certain people don't vote. Like you said, they feel like the obligation wasn't like nobody. They didn't. Oh man, I didn't know how to explain it.
They didn't do what they were supposed to do. The candidate.
Yeah, I was trying to find a big word though for it.
Don't do it. Just speak normal. Just speak normal. Don't even do it. Well, look, vote. Don't listen to this guy. This guy, he's not even a Republican. He's from another party.
Okay,
I had nothing. He's not even related.
Let me
to
get
me
something straight.
Okay.
Let me get something straight.
He's a Remacat.
I'm not telling you. I'm telling you not to vote. I'm telling you not to vote because if that person isn't doing anything for you or the betterment of your society, do not waste your time with him. That's all I can say.
All right, listen.
If he is particularly doing something specifically for you,
Listen, but you know, and when you're running for president or any type of political office, you have to come in selling pipe dreams. You have to sell stuff to people. And a lot of times when you get in it, you can't do. Donald Trump, make America great again. Okay, he said the wall, that they were going to pay for the wall. Mexico looked at him and said, motherfucker, you crazy. You going to pay for the wall. The wall is still up. The wall is not going up unless we pay for it. And therefore, he would cheat. Yeah, well, whatever he did. So listen. They cannot, because everything has to be passed, everything has to be done. You just can't. America is not up under dictatorship like other foreign countries where you could say, I'm the president, this what's gonna happen, and we doing it. No, you gotta go through certain stuff to make stuff happen. It's just not like that. You know what I mean? And for that, you have to learn, know mentally, okay, he may not be able to fulfill his task, but he is leaning towards the way that I want to go. And if just a little bit of those things can be done, then that can make a greater change later. But not voting is the wrong thing to do. It's disrespectful to the people that made it possible for us to do that. It's disrespectful. It's not right.
But I'm
and
not.
Your ass, I know you grown, but after this shit, your ass is on punishment for still thinking like that.
Man. Right.
You want punishment. Give me your keys. You can't even drive your car.
Can't. He look at his cup.
I didn't raise that shit in him. What is he talking about? Where the fuck is you from?
Here's the thing.
Where are you? Who are you?
I am Sallow the asshole.
Really?
And
you will figure it out in a moment.
We got to wrap, y'all. This is really...
Yeah, I lost.
We going to agree to disagree. But listen, if he ain't doing anything for you, don't do it.
Yeah, but you can't say that because you don't even know. Like you're.
Because here's the thing. Before we
he's not
wrap
doing
up,
something for you personally or something.
but see, that's
He
a
acts
got a
particular
world.
lot.
He's got a whole United States.
I don't believe that because of the simple fact that if Donald Trump can do that with white supremacists and Barack Obama, Barack Obama had made laws for the Spanish people, gay rights and women's rights in particular. So you telling me all these people can get their rights, but Trayvon Martin getting killed consecutive so many times to the point where, yo, damn, we can't get anything, and I blame us.
See this
as far as that because We let him in because it was black. No, it's not good enough. What can you do? What can you bring to the table for us to feel like we can keep you in?
We kept him in because a little bit that he could do, just because of his skin, they tried to block him. Now, he did do a lot that he could do with the stroke of the pen, signing shit off and getting shit done, and veto and doing executive orders. But at the same token, the party you're talking about, white supremacy and Donald Trump doing what he did, because white supremacy has been in this world forever. It is bigger than you. It is bigger than I. And that's why he was able to do it. Y'all close the show out for me.
You see how he did that? On the closing, I don't agree with shit this man said,
To each his own.
but this is what the show is about.
America.
Opinions. And for the record, my wife does manage money right. I don't know what you mean.
Agree to disagree.
And shit.
People have their own opinions. Apparently, mine's lost everyone.